on back, and if you're new, welcome on in. I am Simeralla, and we are here with the Vatore Legacy. Daisy and Caleb are on their honeymoon in Tartosa, and Lilith has surprised them, and she made up with Daisy and all that good stuff. But you know what? I decided now that Daisy and Caleb are married, we need to know a little bit more. Or at least I need to know a little bit more about Caleb, because like I said before, I've never played with vampires really before. Like, I've never really played with them. I messed around with them a little bit here and there, but I've never played with a vampire. And Caleb, of course, is the vampire of The Sims. Besides Vlad and his nasty butt. But, yeah, so let's get to know a little bit about Caleb. So, Caleb is here and he has some PowerPoints, and I wanted to take a look at his powers. So here are Caleb's vampire powers. And basically, on this side, it's his weaknesses. And this side, I guess, is all his strength and powers and whatnot. He is a master vampire. So if you play with Caleb for the first time, this is how his powers appear. This is just what it is. So it's all basically already set for you. He is a master vampire. His weakness is he's a guilty drinker. Too much empathy for the prey means Caleb will become stressed when drinking from unwilling prey. So we know he's not a bloodsucker type of vampire. And also his sleep. He's conflicted by a lifetime without end. Caleb sleeps less soundly and recovers his vampire energy more slowly. So he has one of those two things there, which is fitful sleep, which is his current tier, and then the next tier will be nightmarish sleep. So haunted by the nightmares that terrorize even the immortal undead. Caleb's once restful sleep is further interrupted, and his power recovers even more slowly. So, Caleb is a really good guy. So, and he's always, conflicted, and he's just stressed out about just being a vampire. So that's why I think Daisy is a little bit more attracted to Caleb, because he still has that human side within him. So let's take a look at some of his powers, okay? So his vampire creation. So Caleb's desire may be to increase the pool of vampiric kind, either to ensure he has internal friends for his internal life, or to outpace the sim population where vampire creation. Caleb can turn sims into vampires, allowing them to live as the undead for the first time. So, it's Caleb wants to be around the people that he loves. So maybe eventually he will turn Daisy into a vampire. I do not know. But his wants and desires, and I guess that is why somehow, some way he got Daisy pregnant, because he wants to live this normal life, even though his life is far from normal. Okay, so what else does he have? He has the commands. We know that. Command sims to clean, repair, and all that stuff. So that could come in pretty handy. And the perfect sun resistance. Thank God for this, because without this power, Caleb would not be on vacation on his honeymoon with Daisy without this. The sun rays are a disastrous downside of the vampiric path, but no longer with the perfect sun resistance. Caleb can completely ignore the sun's destructive rays. They will wash over his skin harmlessly as he becomes a day walker. So Caleb is a day walker, okay, like Blade. Okay, and supernatural speed, as we know, we've seen him run past poor Daisy like 10,000 times. He's super duper fast. You can disable that if you want to, but even when you disable it, he is still running. And yeah, so those are his powers so far that he has. He has 4 points, so I'm going to give him some more power. So this one right here, occult student, this is where he can basically learn more about being a vampire. So I'm going to give him that one. And then the next tier is occult discipline. Through study and practice, Caleb has reduced the amount of vampiric energy need to fuel his powers. Continued study will yield even greater efficiency. So I'm going to give it to him one more time. So now he has one more point left. So I can either give him this one, or I can give him a resistance to garlic. So I think I want to give him a resistance to garlic, because you know Daisy cooks with some garlic. She's going to be having garlic in the household, around the house. So we want him to be immune from garlic. So that's all for now. And that's what we know about Caleb. So it's good to get to know Caleb. And Daisy is in her 3rd trimester, and she is about to pop. Right now, she is upstairs. They had a very long day on their honeymoon and all that good stuff. So she is resting away. And Caleb is downstairs watching TV, being as normal as it can be. Okay, so while Daisy is sleeping, Caleb went into the town. He is here with Camila Soto and Mr. Fraze, from Winchester. Winchester? It's not Winchester. Oh my God, I'm thinking about Supernatural. Oh my God. Windenburg. Okay, guys. Yeah. Alright, so he's just talking to them. He's actually asking Camila about her background, her history, and he heard wonderful stories about her. So they're talking and basically trying to get to know each other and talking about wedding stories. And he's telling her how he just got married to Daisy right here. They got married at the courthouse, and it wasn't what Daisy envisioned for her wedding, but it was the best thing that they could do, being that they're in a new situation and the baby's on the way any day now. So they're all just listening to Caleb, and Caleb is just pouring his heart out, because he just, Caleb is very outgoing. He loves to talk to people. I mean, he had a lot of practice talking to people from all walks of life. So he's pretty good at it. Okay, there is Camille's wife, and she's coming over, I guess, to see what's going on. There's Dominique. So let's introduce ourselves to Dominique as well. And honey, she just sat herself down. Hey, Dominique. Oh, people are just coming over and just talking to Caleb. Like I said, he attracts all kinds of people. Asks about Day. Let's see. Something about a wedding story. Get to know. Okay, so what we learned from the trailer of the wedding stories, that these two ladies, they are the main Sims from my wedding stories, and they have some pretty interesting information. So if you talk to them more and get to know them more, some things will be revealed. So this is what Caleb is trying to do. He's just trying to find out more things about Tartosa and stuff, because Caleb, since him and Daisy's been there, they got married, they're spending time there on their honeymoon, he's basically falling in love with Tartosa, and he's going to try to convince Daisy basically to move to Tartosa. Caleb wants to, Caleb is very materialistic, first of all. And living in the cottage at Henford on Bagley is not ideal for Caleb. He loves a little bit of glamour and all that stuff. So he wants to move to Tartosa. They're probably going to get a house. He's going to buy some land because, he has that secret vampire money. He's going to buy some land, build a beautiful home for him and Daisy and the new baby. But he is going to surprise Daisy. Abuela's cottage, Abuela's house, he is going to turn that into a flower shop for Daisy. So Abuela's cottage is not going anywhere. It's still going to be a part of this flower legacy of this first generation. It's going to be the flower shop that hopefully will be in all generations to come. So that is going to be Caleb's gift to Daisy. because he is totally in love with Daisy, and yeah. So, okay, who are these other people here? Oh, Simsun Ando. Okay, so they're really not from Tartosa. Only these two ladies. So let's see what we can do. Let's get some information going. Okay, so here is some more gossip, and this one is from Dominique, and she says, "No, I'm not from Tartosa, Caleb. Camille and I met here, became friends here, and were eventually married here. We always knew that when we retired, we would once again be here." Okay, so that's nice, some nice little gossip about Dominique and Camille, and also Caleb found out Dominique is neat. All right, okay, so let's continue. So Caleb seems to be having a good time, just getting to know everyone here in Tartosa. All right, anything else you want to tell Caleb, Camille, before we head off and see how Daisy's doing? Because Daisy's still sleeping. This pregnancy really got Daisy down. She's extra tired all the time. Talking about love. Ooh, going to the moon, baby, in the rocket ship. I guess that's what he wants to do next with Daisy. All right, ooh, some more gossip. And this one says, "Was Thebe estate built with pirates' gold?" Most people seem to think so, but there's no substantial evidence in the City Hall records. It was quite an expensive investment, but who knows where the money came from. Okay, Thebe estate. We have to find Thebe estate. Who knows? There could be some pirate gold there. Caleb is telling Daisy about the stories that he learned from Camille and Dominique and some of the people in the town, and he is definitely trying to convince Daisy to move here in Tartosa. I think Daisy will be okay with it, something new, and then, and then turning, she doesn't know yet about Wella's house being turned into a flower shop, but yeah. Moving is a good thing, and that baby is coming. And Caleb is so cute. No effort needed. None. They just mesh really well. Alright, he's watching a cooking show, learning how to cook for his lady and for the baby that's coming. I don't know. I wonder if it's going to be a vampire baby. I have no idea what's going to be. It's going to be a total surprise for me and for you guys watching. So this is going to be a very exciting moment. Let's take a quick look on how much Caleb is into Daisy. How much they're into each other. I've never seen so much good positive emotional connection before, or at least I never had it with any of my Sims. But so this is Caleb's sentiments about Daisy. A jamtastic gift, deeply in love, dancing close now and forever, and growing closer from quality time. That's a good one. And then Daisy's sentiments about Caleb is deeply connected, you are my jam, adoring, and also the same thing, dancing close now and forever. So nothing or no one can ever get between these two. No, 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 no. And then, of course, even though Lilith did apologize and all that stuff, it is going to take time for Daisy to forgive her because she is festering a grudge towards Lilith. Lilith has a deep-seated grudge against Daisy, basically, and same thing, Daisy, vice versa. It's hard to forget or forgive the past. You're the one, Lilith, who did Daisy wrong. Which makes being around Daisy feel very unpleasant for Lilith. She is just a jealous little sister. And that's that. So. Okay, so let's see who are these Lawrence, and the fact that their estate was bought by pirates' gold, and that's how they made their fortune. So let's look at them individually. So the Thebe, Arnessa Thebe. Okay. So let's just look at the family. So Lawrence may be a newer name in the area, but the family certain isn't for generations. They've owned the local wedding venue, the cornerstone of the wedding industry in the area, and Hillary's family opened the first food stall in the village square back when they moved to the area. Now she's a chef in her parents' restaurant, and the local food market has flourished together. This family forms a wedding industry powerhouse. So, okay. Arnessa Thebe. I guess she is maybe the ancestry of that whole gossip that Dominique was telling Caleb about how they found gold and they built this estate. So there's Arnessa Thebe, Hillary Lawrence, that's probably her daughter, and I think Arnessa married Hector Lawrence, or Hector could be Hillary's husband. I'm not sure, but that's interesting. Okay. Caleb is getting to know Arnessa Thebe. He actually recalls knowing Arnessa years and years ago when she was a young girl. And he's telling her about how the gossip around town is about her house and how she got it with the pirates and the gold and stuff. But, she is trying to assure him that none of that gossip is true, that her family comes from just a wealthy family who have earned all the money, and how they have created this empire. And he's asking her about which property that he should purchase and should he build. And she's telling him the perfect spot for him and Daisy to grow their family, and how welcoming Tartosa is. And she's also asking, well, what type of business are you and your wife gonna go into? And he's like, oh, well, we're gonna have a flower shop. And she says, well, a flower shop, I work well with flower shops because we are in the wedding industry, so maybe we can partner up one day. So so Caleb is making connections before they officially move to Tartosa. Or back home from Tartosa, this girl has not had the baby yet, but they are playing around in the garden. They are having a mud fight. Playing around with mud. Yeah, he's definitely horrible. He doesn't know how to throw. He throws like a girl. No. Now, us girls can really throw. I don't know where that came from. Alright, guys. So we're waiting around for Daisy to have the baby. She is going to try and get Caleb to help her with this garden. She did harvest some stuff, so we're gonna make some bouquets. She definitely has to up her game with the bouquet so she can actually sell all the stuff. So she is going to make a bluebell, which is also the next generation, just in case you didn't know. She's gonna make some bluebells, and Daisy and bluebells together once they're finished playing around in the mud. Someone had once told me how to store these bouquets, and I have no clue how right now at this moment, but I definitely will look into it and see what I can get. I know there's something or like a cabinet or something, how to store them and keep them fresh. And Abuela Abuela's ghost came, and Caleb is going to finally introduce himself to Abuela. And hopefully she approves. Yes, there's a nice little green plus. Let's get to know Abuela. Let's have some talk about aliens. Let's just talk to Abuela. Caleb and Abuela. Dance with her. She is here, I guess, because she knows Daisy is expecting the new heir to the Flower Legacy generation. And yeah, and he's going to tell about the wedding. Daisy is busy over here making more flower arrangements. Oh no, Daisy, it's beginning to rain. So that means you're going to have to stop and go in and talk to Abuela. There's Daisy. Abuela's like, oh my goodness. Mija, your belly is so big that you're about to burst. She does have a sentiment. Oh, she does have to go to the bathroom as per usual. She has a sentiment with Abuela. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it is. Let's open it up. Her sentiment with Abuela is just closer for memories. Basically, just remembering the good times with her, Daisy's grandmother. Okay. Daisy is like, oh my gosh. Abuela, this baby is killing me. I'm about to burst. I can't wait to give birth. Alright, so it's the next day. Daisy's up. She hasn't given birth yet. This baby is like overdue. She invited over Rashida and what's their names? Oh my goodness, I forgot their names. One is Rashida and Rahima. Rashida and Rahima. These are her besties. Well, her best friend, and it's Rahima and her daughter Rashida. Coming over so that Caleb can get to know all the people in Daisy's life. And plus he needs to make some more friends. So introduce yourself. Don't send her home. Friendly introduction. Rahima's telling Daisy about what it's going to take to be a mom. Telling her that she can do it, that she knows she can do it. She's seen her around her own kids. Because Daisy used to babysit Rashida and stuff. And yeah. So she's telling her all the good things that will come with being a mom. She's going into labor. The baby is coming. The baby is coming. Yes. Finally. The baby is coming. Don't freak out, Caleb. Look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him. Jumping around like a fool. The baby's coming. Okay, girls. We're going to have to leave you. Alright, guys. We are at the hospital. Don't freak out, Caleb. And Bills. Of course the Bills show up. The baby. You can blow her a kiss. No, you can't do nothing. She's having a baby, Caleb. You can't do anything but look like an idiot. Congratulations. It's a boy. It's a boy. Okay. So we have a boy. And the second generation is the Blue Bell. So what are we going to name him? I was thinking it was a girl. It was going to be Bella. So let's just name him Blue. How about that? Let's name him Blue. Blue. And he is a Vatore. So, Vatore. Correct? That's how you spell it, right? It's not a V-A-L. Or is it a V-A-T-O? It's Vatore. It's Vatore, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Let me double check. Let me double check and see the spelling. All right. Blue Vatore it is. And that is her son. Caleb and Daisy's son is named Blue. All right. Congratulations, the doctor has prepped the birth certificate. All right. I've come home with the baby. There is Patchy, I guess, coming to celebrate as well. But where's the baby? It's baby. Baby. Oh, there's the baby. It is a vampire. It's a vampire baby. It's a vampire baby. It's a vampire baby. Oh, it's a vampire. Okay, we gotta move it. We gotta move the baby over to his room. Okay. It's a vampire baby. How I know it's a vampire baby? Because it's a vampire crib. No, we don't want that. We want the baby. Let's move the baby over here. Right? That's a good spot. No, wait, hold on. This way? Yeah, this way. Right about here. Okay. Alright. Blue is home. Yes. Let's go check on the baby. Oh. Let's have Daisy breastfeed the baby. Oh, Blue. Alright, Caleb's talking to Patchy. Having that bro moment, I guess. I don't know. Oh. Daisy's with Blue, feeding the baby. Even Patchy's dazed. I tell you, boy. I don't know what they grow in Henford or Bagley. Oh, all right, Caleb, come over here. Oh, she's feeding the baby. I love these little moments. Look at Daisy. She looks so happy. Yes. Caleb was like, I don't want anything. He's not interested. Cuddle with the baby, Caleb. There you go. Cuddle with your son. It's your son. And he's born a vampire, honey. He's going to be more grand and more powerful than you, Caleb. Oh. Oh. Level 1 parenting. So Caleb is going to call over maybe his sister so she could come and get, well, nope. Hold on, we're going to have Daisy do it. Let's see. Let's see. Ken? Nope. Lilith must be doing something on her own. So we'll have Lilith come over next time and get to know her nephew. Alright guys, the baby is here. Blue is here with Caleb and Daisy. And they have a cute little family. On the next episode for sure, this house is definitely going to be turned into a flower shop. And I will definitely have kind of like a speed build of that. And Caleb and Daisy, I don't know if they're going to stay in Henford or Bagley. You know Caleb's idea of going and living in Tartosa. So they probably will have a very nice villa in Tartosa. Patchy's going to be joining them. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. So thank you so much for joining me today. This is the Flower Legacy, and there is Blue, the next generation. There he is. And I am Simeralla, and I will definitely see you guys next time. I'm signing out. Bye, guys.